Well, hello, friends. Pastor Eric here on Thursday, June 11th. Figured I'd come back outside since it's supposed to be raining all week and there's a nice break here. The sun's out, so hopefully my wind chime cooperates today and doesn't get too loud. I apologize if that made it hard for anyone to hear. As of right now, it's cooperating. So I just wanted to come on today and give a short reflection on what's on my mind and my heart today. Being for us, today is kind of a bittersweet day. It is the last day of school for our boys. Again, our boys go to Three Rivers Christian School, which is such a blessing in our lives. Has been just such a huge part of our time, our 3+ years now here in this community, because it's just a wonderful place and we're so blessed by it. And the teachers and staff and other students and parents and everyone, it's just been incredible. And obviously when this whole pandemic hit and everything shut down in person, we were really blessed by Three Rivers. Didn't skip a beat. They just jumped right into online learning. And so we've been going strong for these 2 months, I guess a little over 2 months now doing that, which has been challenging for Marissa and me, working full time and doing the stay at home or the school homeschooling thing. But we've gone through it. So it's really been a team effort of the teachers and parents. I'm sure that's been true for those of you who have kids at home and have been doing the same, or if you're a teacher, as I know some of you are, and you've had to shift into this new way of learning and teaching. And then maybe if you're grandparents, you've either have been directly related if you've maybe been helping your grandkids out, or at least you're aware of it by secondhand through talking with your kids, maybe as they've had to shift to this homeschooling approach. So it's been quite an interesting year, one that we'll never forget. Emmaus's teacher today was talking about it, how this is a year she'll never forget and a class she'll never forget. And in a lot of ways, we feel like we've missed out. They've missed out, like kids have, on so much of the in-person that's so important. And yet I really think this is a year none of us will forget. Teachers will always remember these classes of kids because of what an unusual year it was. And so, really bittersweet in that sense. We're grateful to be done, actually, and to be into summer vacation now and not having to continue with the homeschooling for now. Really hoping and praying that we can be back to in-person school come fall, assuming everything is in better order and it's safe to do so. But so we're grateful. We're happy on the one hand that we're done with it. Oh, there goes the wind chime. And yet on the other hand, really sad that it's at an end and kind of in some ways feel gypped out on some of this year. But a lot of blessings have come along the way as well. Just with school on my mind and my heart today, I've been thinking about Proverbs 22:6, one of my favorite Proverbs. Train up a child in the way he should go or she should go, and when he or she is old, they will not depart from it. Obviously, it's speaking about faith. Training up our kids in the faith, I think is so important, rather than saying, like, kind of as a popular thing today, oh, don't force your faith on your kids. Let them just come to it naturally if they're going to. Well, I don't think that's faithful. I think if faith is the most important thing to us, that we should desire to pass that along to our kids and train them up in the faith. Again, they're still going to have the choice. I've said this in a sermon before. They're going to have the choice to decide whether or not they continue on with it and pursue their faith and that relationship with Jesus. But the best thing we can do, I think, is to provide that firm foundation. So Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he or she should go, and when he or she is old, they will not depart from it. That is really, there's a hope and a prayer in that. They may depart, but our hope and prayer is that they won't. And so that's true of the faith. It's also true of schooling. We train up kids in the things that they need to learn, both academically, but also just as people. It makes me think a lot about everything going on in our nation with the protests and racism. I just think I'm seeing such an opportunity as a parent I'm not dragging my kids out to protest or anything. I think Marissa and I have talked about that. We still think they're young and innocent and don't need to be exposed to a lot of that stuff and the hate that comes with it, oftentimes, unfortunately. But we think that it's really important that we speak about racism when opportunities present, and to make it clear that that's just not God's intention, that dehumanizing and devaluing people is the devil's domain. That is not of God. God cherishes each and every life. As I said in my sermon, each and every person is created in the image and likeness of God. They are image bearers of God. So we need to treat them as such. So again, we want to train our kids up in the ways of being anti-racist and really seeing all people as of great value, so that when they're old, they will cling to that. They will not depart from that, and they will treat people with value as well. So this goes across the board. It's related to faith. It's related to racism. It's related to education. All these things. I just think it's such a powerful proverb to remember, to raise up the next generation in the right ways, and to really invest in the next generation. That's something that is increasingly becoming more central to my heart, and something I'm becoming increasingly passionate about, and something I just want to invest my life in, is in the next generation, in kids, and in raising them up the right way, and especially raising them up to know Jesus Christ and of his love for them, and of then that they are to respond in great love for one another. So for their fellow humans. So hopefully that's a good reminder for all of us, even if you're way past school age, just to remember that we always have the opportunity to invest in the next generation, and to be speaking words of hope and encouragement and life into them, raising them up the right way, raising them up in the faith especially, because our hope and prayer is that when they are old, they will not depart from it, that we won't continue to lose young generations, but that they will see the church, and especially see faith and relationship with Jesus Christ as the greatest value, as being of the greatest value. So that's my thought for today. Again, last day of school, school's out for summer. Like I said, bittersweet day, excited about it, but also a little sad by the challenges of this year, and a lot of missed opportunities, I think, especially of high school seniors, and just all that they've missed out on this year. Reach out to them. If you know high school seniors, really reach out to them and let them know how much they're loved, and acknowledge the loss that they've felt in this year, but then speak good words of hope and life and encouragement to them. I think they really need to hear it today. So love you all. God bless you. Bye.